Good day, everyone.
Hello. Hi, Adrian.
Good
Hi,
day.
Diana.
Good day. Hello. All right. So, good day, everyone. Welcome to the fifth NTL Trust It's Coffee Time webinar. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am Audrienne from NTL Trust, and I'm going to be your host. We are comparing the two most popular CBI programs nowadays. Our topic is differences, pros and cons, Turkish citizenship versus St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship. Let me introduce you our citizenship by investment specialist, Ms. Diana Claxton Whitaker, legal advisor NTL Trust, and Mr. Imad Albitar, Middle East managing partner NTL Trust.
Hello, Adrian.
Hello.
Hello, Diana.
Citizenship by investment programs in the Caribbean are among the most popular, reliable, and affordable of all. Recent reductions in minimum investment due to the COVID-19 situation have proven especially attractive to global business people and their families. But while everyone is discussing changes in the Caribbean programs, Turkey has not been standing still. The Turkish Citizenship by Investment program attracts more and more investors who purchase real estate and obtain second citizenship in record time. So let's dive into the details and start with the St. Kitts and Nevis CBI program. Ms. Claxton Whitaker, sorry, just a little technical issue at me. Okay, so why St. Kitts and Nevis?
Why St. Kitts and Nevis? Well, I would say there is a dual benefit to the St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship by investment program. First, there's a benefit to the investor. They are invested in the CBI program that has a platinum standard of excellence. It's the oldest program. The process is easy and straightforward. There is no requirement for a visit or an interview. And there are some developments under the real estate option that have a high return on the investment, such as the Four Seasons or the Park Hyatt, which are brand names. And there's also a benefit to the country, to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, in that we are able to use these funds to boost our economy. And this is in turn used for infrastructural development, for investments in education, etc. Then also through the citizenship by investment program, the knowledge of the Federation is spread worldwide. So it also boosts our tourism industry. And through the real estate sector, there is development in construction. So as I said, there's a dual benefit to both the investor and the Federation.
Sounds perfect. And what are the investment options?
So the investment options are either the donation option, which is a sustainable growth fund, or the real estate option. Under the real estate option, there are two price limits. You can either do the 200K, which you are able to resell the property in 7 years, or the 400K, which is a minimum, where you are able to resell within 5 years. The sustainable growth fund is just a lump sum payment that you make to the government in exchange for their passport.
Okay. What are the rules regarding adding dependents?
All right. So as you know, dependents are your relatives. In St. Kitts and Nevis, you can add your children, 18 years and under, and 18 and to 30 if they are in an educational institution or fully dependent on you. The main applicant can also add their parents or grandparents once they are over 55 years and fully dependent on the main applicant.
All right, so we can say that the program quite supports also the families.
Family, yes, it's a family-friendly program.
That's great. Are there currently any promotions?
Yes, right now we have a limited time offer for the Sustainable Growth Fund. Usually the investment amount was 150,000 for a single applicant and 195,000 for a family of 4. But on the limited time offer, you can now get the price of a family of 4 for one person. So the price for family of 4 is currently 150,000, and that will go up until December 31st. For the real estate option, there has been a reduction in stamp duty to 2.5%, which means that the purchaser will have a less, the aggregate investment amount will be less for the purchaser.
Okay, sounds great. So we can say that who has been thinking to apply nowadays, or even ask the question that okay, there is this pandemic situation, should I move forward or should I wait? I think the answer is crystal clear that yeah, this is the time to apply for a second citizenship. Yeah, okay. So when someone decided to apply for example, the St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship, what are the required documents?
Well, I wouldn't go through the entire list, but there are some documents that are required for all applicants,
Okay.
such as the application forms, passport photos, copies of IDs, and there are other documents that are special to the main applicant alone, such as the reference letters, like the bank reference letter, professional reference letter, the proof of source of funds, and the power of attorney. So the list is too long to go through here, but not too long to be exhaustive. But that's basically the most important documents.
Sure, thank you. So, okay, please explain then the citizenship application process. So how does it look like exactly?
Okay, so if you choose to use NTL as your service provider, then the first thing you do, you execute the contract with NTL and you pay half of the professional fees upfront. You'll begin to prepare. We'll send you the application forms and the list of required documents. You begin to prepare your application, you get your documents certified, everything you have to do is pretty straightforward. And you send the scans of your documents for us to review. Once we confirm that everything is accurate and the application is ready for submission, you then pay your application fees and you send the physical application to St. Kitts and Nevis for us to submit to the CIU. Once we submit that application, we then wait for the final decision from the CIU. Once we receive that, we will inform you accordingly. You then pay the investment amount and await the issuance of your certificate of registration. Upon receiving that certificate, we will send you a scan. Once you approve of it, you then apply for your passport. The passport process takes 4 business days expedited or 10 business days regular processing. Once we receive your passport, we send you a scan. You approve, you pay the second half of your professional fees, and we ship your documents to you, and you are officially a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Wow, so it sounds actually a fast process, can we say that?
It's very straightforward, very easy.
That's a great news, I think, for everyone. Okay, and what are the most important, no, sorry, I have another question before it. So what, in your opinion, is the best feature of the St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship program?
In my opinion, the best feature and the only jurisdiction that offers that feature in the Caribbean is the accelerated application process. So usually the typical processing time for an application is 90 days. It can go up until maybe 6 months, depending on if there are any queries or any issues with the application. With the accelerated application process, you are guaranteed that your application is processed within 60 days. The only thing that would affect that guarantee is if there are any unforeseen issues, any queries, or anything like that. Typically, we have seen applications approved in as little as 6 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks under the accelerated application process. So that is definitely the best feature in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. And what are the most important benefits of becoming a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis?
Well, the most important benefit is you get to meet friendly people like myself.
Yeah, all right. That's an important one, okay?
Yes, but there's also visa-free access to over 140 countries. We have low tax. There's no income tax, no inheritance tax, no gift tax. The citizenship is passed on through your descendants. So if you have a child that is born after you received approval, you don't even have to apply for citizenship to the CIA, to the Citizenship by Investment Unit. You can actually apply for citizenship by descent, which is a much cheaper process to save thousands. And this is guaranteed. Once you are a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis and you get a child after, your child is guaranteed citizenship. So, and also the country is very safe and it is free from political unrest and instability. So, you're welcome. You're welcoming everybody.
So we can say that there are a lot of benefits actually become a citizen of this beautiful country. Okay, so thank you so much. Well, I think we know more about this option now, and just for your attention, you can also see this table on the screen, dear attendants. So you can actually take a screenshot or just write these main information, main facts down of both jurisdictions and countries. And yeah, let's move forward to Turkey a bit and let's see the details of it. So Mr. Albitar, what about Turkey? Why Turkey?
Turkey, because of the location first, Turkey located in the center of Europe and Asia. It is near the Middle East and Africa, and you can reach, when you are in Turkey, around 60 capital city within a flight of 6 hours. The country is the most visited country in this region. We have in 2019 around 50 million visitors, with a revenue of above $30 billion. It is a business and hub center, and it's the largest country and the strongest economy in the region. So investors can really enjoy the life with their family in the safe environment and enjoy of the Turkish cuisine.
All right, thank you. So we can say that, yeah, we are really talking about two totally different countries, totally different areas, but each of them has got its own benefits. Okay, so what are the investment options to apply for Turkish citizenship, and what are the ways to apply for Turkish citizenship by investment?
I just want to add something, Adrian. We like the Caribbean and we work all the time with the Caribbean. Turkey is just another option for the investor, and it's really for different investor. So that doesn't mean when I present Turkey, I don't like Caribbean. In opposite, I like Caribbean much. Now we can come back to the point, what the option. We have in Turkey mostly all the available options worldwide. We have 6 options to apply for citizenship by investment. The main option or the important option, it was the real estate investment. And it is interesting after deduction from the government, the investment amount from 1 million to 250,000. The main thing in Turkey, you can buy any real estate. And you are not limited to buy one, you can buy multiple real estate with the 250,000 US dollar. And it is not limited for commercial or residential. It can be also a plot. Mm-hmm. So this is a free, and the investment amount should be really 250,000. So there will be an evaluation company approved by government who control this. And that gives the investor a security. What he buy, it's worth the amount what he spent for the citizenship by investment. The second option and the main option is to put 500,000 fixed deposit in the bank for 3 years. And this money can be put in dollar, euro, Turkish lira, or in gold. And they are of return of investment or interest rate for this amount. The other 4 options, usually also 500,000 investment in real estate bond or government bond, or employing 50 Turkish workers. But the first and the second option is the main use option by investor.
All right, thank you. So we can say that there are really a lot of options.
This is correct.
How to invest in Turkey, and if you see the real estate option, it's kind of flexible, right?
That is correct. Yeah, really.
Okay. So who can be added to the citizenship application?
There are limitations, unfortunately, in the CBI in Turkey. That's only main applicant and spouse can be wife or husband. That means any of them can be the main applicant, and children. Children are limited only to the age of 18. Usually, if we have above 18 any child, it will get a residency permit, but it will not get the citizenship. And after 5 years, he can apply for citizenship. But I don't know if that's interesting for our audience. We have cases where the second wife was approved. Although the second wife, second marriage in Turkey is not allowed, but they are tolerant to accept the second wife, not to separate the family.
Okay, so we can see here some flexibility too, but
Correct.
I can say that if when we are talking about the possibility of dependence in the CBI, we can say that in St. Kitts and Nevis there is a bit more flexibility in general, right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
They are more flexible in this regard.
Yeah. What is special on the Turkish CBI?
There are a lot or many really point what can be mentioned in Turkey as a special program. But the important thing what I want to mention is the A2 visa. Mm-hmm. If you are citizen of Turkey or CBI citizen, you can apply for A2 visa for US, and this is a residency visa. What the approval usually take only 6 weeks. That means the citizenship or the citizen from Turkey have the option to make this visa or to apply for this visa. And we have the second one is the Ankara Agreement. This Ankara Agreement between European Union and UK and Turkey. That means if any investor wants to establish themselves in UK and they have a good visibility study, they will get also residency in UK. What gives the option to expand the business worldwide. In Turkey, we don't have declaration for any asset worldwide, except if the investor are tax resident in Turkey.
Okay,
and,
but yeah, but being a citizen and being a tax resident, it's just kind of two different things here, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
If you are tax resident in Turkey, then definitely you have to apply for all the regulation. In Turkey, definitely we have, as we mentioned, we have a lot of options to apply for citizenship. It's a fast track citizenship by investment. The approval time is 3 months, and we get the last approval in 3 months and 12 days. And this was in the Corona time. So the government was fully functional. And although everything, it was almost online. We have in Turkey, in compared to the Caribbean in general, less fee. That means if we apply for a family with 11 children, we pay the same, 250,000, that's all, and small amount administration cost. They don't ask, the government don't have any much benefit for the citizenship by investment itself. They do it just for the economy. The developer have the benefit, and the bank, where the money will be deposited in the bank. And usually in the Caribbean, we have a little higher cost. Definitely, if you are part of this country and citizen of this country, you will enjoy the excellent health and education system for the family, and definitely safe environment with high quality of life, and definitely of the most delicious food in the world, what I enjoy too.
All right, thank you so much. When we are coming back to the application itself, what are the basic documents in Turkey required for the application?
You will be surprised, Adrian. We need just the birth certificate, marriage certificate, or family book. We need the passport. That's all. Oh,
wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then definitely we do a residency. We do the residency for the investor, but that's all what we need from the client. Birth certificate, marriage certificate, and then the passport, and all the documents should be translated to Turkish language and attested.
Thank you. And how to apply for Turkish citizenship, and what is the procedure? When we have all these documents translated, what is happening then? We need
to choose what kind of investment, the way of the investment. Then we will, for example, in real estate investment, the property should be evaluated. As we mentioned, that the 250,000 should be fulfilled. Otherwise, it will be not accepted. So most of the people buy property for 260 or 270, because always in the evaluation there are some tolerance. After that, the owner or the investor will commit himself that he will not sell this property for 3 years. That means this commitment will be registered in the land department. Then we apply to approve this property is fulfill the requirement for citizenship by investment. So we get confirmation from the government or from the authority called certificate of conformity. After that, we have to apply for residency, investment residency permit for the main applicant only. When we do this step, we can apply and submit the document to the government. And after, as I mentioned, in around 3 months, the approval will come usually to, because when usually before we start, when we apply for the approval that the property is worth and this can be accepted, there are due diligence happening from the government itself. So mostly we have approval. We don't have any denial.
That sounds great. And what about the people who are thinking of doing business in Turkey?
They are in the right position and right location. You know, Turkey is the only CBI country with more than $2 trillion economy. And this is a major hub and trade between Asia and Europe. And this is the number 17 in the world listed as economic country. And in Turkey, you have manpower, you have a huge land, and you have government support for new business. That, I mean, it's really easy to open and establish a business, open a bank account, and the government in a lot of sections where they see that the country need this kind of product, they make subsidiary and they support the investor and make a refund for his investment from 40 to 50,000, 40 to 50% of the capital invested.
Okay, so sounds great. So we can say that it's really worth doing business in Turkey, and we can also say that people who are interested in the Turkish CBI, they might also want to relocate. So it's in the.
That is correct. That is the main difference between Caribbean and the Turkey.
Okay, thank you. And we also got a question that is usually a very common question nowadays in the people's mind. What about military service? And well, how to avoid it in Turkey as a fresh citizen or as a fresh citizen with a family with children?
In Turkish citizenship, they consider the people who enter this program as a Turkish people.
Yeah.
So the military service is available for the children, but it can be some exception for them. Till now, we don't know how the exception will be happening, because till now we don't have the case that people have to go to the military. But by the law, still this point is not clear. That means military service usually, I can say, should be applicable for the new children, because all the children are below the 18 when they enter this program.
Exactly. Okay, so we can say that something is going to happen around.
That is correct.
And expect that when the time comes, when the first cases are coming, everyone will know more about.
What I can say, one of our partner in Turkey, he's since 2-3 years citizen. Till now, nobody asked his children to go to the military. But the law said it should be, but nobody do it practically. We don't know how it will be received later.
Okay, thank you so much. And I have got a few questions to both of you. And the first one is, how is the pandemic situation in these countries? And now I'm also asking for St. Kitts and Nevis and for Turkey. How could you manage it? What's going on right now? And what can we expect for this year, if you see anything in the near future?
Who will answer first? Lady first. Lady first.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, well, for St. Kitts and Nevis, the pandemic was managed pretty well. Our borders were closed when things had really heightened. So we only had, in the beginning, 15 confirmed cases. These were recovered, and then we were corona-free for about 2 months, and then citizens started coming in through private charters, and then we had two more confirmed cases. One has already recovered, so at the moment we only have one confirmed case that is recovering, and that is in St. Kitts. In Nevis, we have been corona-free for about maybe 2 or 3 months, and
Nice.
the plan is to put things, safety measures in place, and then look to reopen the borders by October. But I have seen on the news that they seem to have only allowed UK and Canada citizens to fly in when the borders reopen. I think they're gonna delay the opening to Americans for a bit because of the situation.
Thank you. So we can say that St. Kitts and Nevis is a safe haven right now in the world.
Yes, yeah.
In terms of the pandemic situation. What about Turkey?
Turkey usually have a different situation when we talk about 80 million people and
Because
50 million people visiting the country. It should be usually worse. But I can say now the real people who is affected is around 25,000. Because we should look at the people who is affected and the people who is cured. So
yeah.
25,000 is still manageable. And usually we are the affected people 1,000 and the cured people 1,100, something, sometime plus or minus. I think this is still manageable. People go at the street with the mask till now.
Mm-hmm.
And we should wait later on how the situation will be happening when the school is open.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. And what can we say that what has changed in this year, in 2020, and what unique opportunities do these countries provide? Maybe also because of this situation, because it has affected really everything, and these countries just reacted on this situation. So what are the news?
In Turkey, nothing happened noisily except the lowering the investment amount from 1 million to 250. And still now, I think it's one of the good price or good cost for investor to get the new citizenship. So we don't expect in Corona time any reduction. In opposite, we was expecting at the end of the year from the beginning that the price will be increased for the investment. Now, by Corona time, we think it will be now continue as it is.
Okay, but it's still good news, right? So if it's not increasing, it's just the same amount. It's just still.
That's what we're expecting, correct?
Yes. Okay. And yeah, we know about the limited time offer, but if you can just repeat the main facts, then it would be also nice.
Yes. So as I said, the limited time offer was introduced to bring a boost to the economy, and usually the price was 195,000 for a family of four and 150,000 for a single applicant. So now the price is currently 150,000 for a family of four and 10,000 for each additional dependent after that. But due to the crisis, the government is also looking for people to invest in other areas. So it's not only that they want to attract people for citizenship by investment, but they want people to invest in the tourism sector as well, construction sector. They want people to come in as developers. So it's not just limited to citizenship by investment, because the government is open to any kind of investors right now because they really need to boost the economy.
Okay, thank you. So if we are talking about the conclusion, what is the main difference between the Turkish CBI and the Caribbean CBI? Maybe we can talk a little bit here about the region itself, but of course we are focusing right now for St. Kitts and Nevis and its citizenship by investment program. But so if you want to have a conclusion, and I'm just trying to get there that for whom which program is maybe more ideal at the moment?
If I please, Diana, you are first, lady first.
I think it depends on what the investor wants. If they want to be able to travel to many more countries, if they want to be able to add more family members without having to wait for the 5 years, as I might said, or not having to do a separate application, then it all depends on what they want.
Okay, Imad.
If I compare it first with the visa-free traveling, Turkey can, with the passport of Turkey or citizen, you can travel to 110 countries visa-free. Europe, Caribbean in general have access to Europe and the UK, and they have more visa-free travel freedom. In regard of the doing business outside, Turkey have the A2 visa and UK visa option. What in the Caribbean, if I compare it, we have only Grenada who have this option, E2 visa. The investment option, Turkey have really a lot of way to invest, and they don't have any donation. As I mentioned before, that the government don't have any benefit. So I don't expect the government to reduce anything right now. But in the Caribbean, we have the real estate option and donation option. When we talk about what else we have, for example, the fee for the children in the Caribbean is a little high. When we talk about family up 4 people, in Turkish citizenship by investment, we have almost no investment or no cost. There are no refundable fee. What usually I can say, Turkish citizenship is the last or the less worldwide where the investor don't spend money where he cannot get it back, because his real estate will come back usually, and there are evaluation for that. In general, I can say Turkish citizenship is suitable for people who have a problem in their own country and they want to have a second home or another option for them. And then definitely they have the option to expand their business. Caribbean citizenship or Sanket citizenship is really to enjoy free traveling, to enjoy of visiting the country, the nice beach in the Caribbean, and then where they are located and expand their business, but they don't need to move around. In Turkey, we have really people who are coming from country where they have trouble. And I think Turkish citizenship will be for this kind of investor more suitable.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I think you have just answered for all of our questions we have already had until now. So, dear attendants, if there is any further questions, please use your opportunity to ask live Ms. Claxton Whitaker and Mr. Elbitar of these wonderful citizenship by investment options, or for example, just investment options if you would like to know more about it, because they are here now to answer for your questions. But as I see, maybe that's all we had. I don't see any further questions here. If it is like that, then I would like to thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, dear speakers, and for all the details you just shared with us about these jurisdictions. I am very sure that maybe our attendees will have some further questions. So then they can you can contact us anytime on our main on our website, for example, www.ntltrust.com, or you can write us an email to the info@ntltrust.com. And we are also on social media platforms like on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thank you for your time today being here with us on the 5th It's Coffee Time webinar. We will let you know when we will have our next interesting topic and our next webinar. And have a wonderful afternoon or morning, depending on where you are in the world. And thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Adrienne. Thank you, Diana.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.